Good morning. How you doing? I've just pulled up outside the Chapman Bore Hall, and that's all that's here. In a patch of scrub, there's just this hall, and I've just parked behind. I'm just going to pull up and have 15-20 minutes skip because I'm half rooted. I tell you what if I get snake bit or die of a heart attack? No one will know I'm here. It might take them a decade to find me and I'd just be a skeleton with a big old mo, but yeah, if I'm not around, that's where I am. I'm dead behind the Chapman Bore Hall. Australia's, our character or our cultures are changing very, very quickly, very, very quickly. And recently there was I think it was a lady politician put up the story, is it still okay to be white in Australia? Now, I don't know, taking it that far, I don't think that's necessary, not at all. But I do wonder about into the future, my culture, which is just a culture in Australia now, true blue Aussie culture, is it still going to be okay to record and promote true blue Aussie culture? That's the question I ask. And I've actually done something about that, written this little 100-page book, Booka Lingo. That's me on the front there, Tom Penna. Put him there. There's about 700 words, phrases, little poems, short stories, and it's all about true blue Aussie culture. I seriously think that everybody that comes to this country should be given one of these. Every kid that goes to school should be given one of these, because I think it is important. Our foundation of our land is true blue Aussie culture. See, in my situation, I'm easy to claim that I'm a true blue Aussie, because when I leave this little hall, if I get out of here alive, I'll go to another little hall in a patch of scrub and do the calling on a speed shears, fast shearing competition, where this little rural community get together and raise funds for their community, and I get up and call the shearing, and shearers gather and they shear the sheep as fast as they can in a competition to rock and roll music. That's about as true blue Aussie as you can get, out in the scrub, nothing else, just this hall and these people having a crack. So my story is, knockabout bloke, very skilled user of colourful language, played footy, played cricket, lived in a lot of country towns. Our family, we've had people serve in the 2 World Wars, been in Australia a couple of 100 years, so pretty easy for me to claim that I'm a true blue Aussie. But recently I was in the city and I bumped into a lad that his parents came out from Cambodia, war-torn Cambodia, fled to Australia, and this lad was bred in Australia. And I was talking to him and he loved being Australian. This lad. He was friendly, happy-go-lucky, had the right attitude, and just loved being Australian. Never been out of the city. So his story is completely different to mine. But when I thought about it afterwards, I thought, well, really, he is as true blue Aussie with his attitude and way his thinking is as I am. So in my little book here, Booka Lingo, I defined what I call a true blue Aussie. Now, a true blue Aussie in the good book is, a true blue Aussie can be anybody who lives here legally and who contributes positively to Australia's well-being. I think that's fair enough. A TBA, which is a true blue Aussie, can be people of any shape, size or colour. They need to have an understanding of our history and a love of this land and the freedom and the space it provides. I think that's all we ask of people that come here. Have sort of understanding as to what true blue Aussie culture is about. Believe and do your own culture, but that's the basis of this country. Anyway, there you go, true blue Aussie. Is it all right to still say we're around and talk about it? Cheers.